lightsaber land. This is the video of my Qui Gon, my one replica's Qui Gon with a crystal focus LS for LED strip blades and a Makoto V3GX blade. This one's going to a new owner, but I never did do the presentation video of it other than just the brightness show off. So I wanted to kind of show this, and also this is going to be the instructions for the new owner as well. So it is a one replica's hilt. It's Qui-Gon. It's accurate. It's almost in every dimension accurate to the Master Replica's prop. So it's, to me, it's pretty darn close. The difference being that it doesn't have full depth grips here because, well, this is made to have easy installs of electronics, and there is a 1-inch off-center hole through it, so that you can put pretty much anything you want to into it easily, fairly easily. It's a little small, so not every speaker fits, and you do have to cram a little bit, but overall it's not too bad. And I really wanted a LED strip blade because I just love the retraction and retraction of the ignition and retraction of the blade going up and down just like in the movies. So that's how it is. This currently doesn't have a kill key in it, so I'll show this off. It's got shadow point in it. It's insanely bright. On the video it's blooming like nuts, but it doesn't do that in real life, obviously. But it is bright. I mean, it's adjust on just the blade, and still the camera can't compensate. When you use this in a room, a dimly lit room, or just around the house, your eyes adjust to it very quickly. But as soon as you turn it off, you realize how your eyes have adjusted. It's pretty crazy. If you put this next to a Tri-Rebel, it blows it out of the water. So pretty cool. It's very bright. I mean, I just can't express how bright it is. Let me see if I can capture the too cool. So anyway, I want to show you this. This is how it's going to come apart for storing it without a blade. Me personally, I've just left the blade in it 100% of the time. I don't even mess with it, but I did want to go ahead and show that off. Let me put a kill key in it. So this is the kill key that we'll ship in. It's just a simple one. So to get the blade out, because this is the way Makoto sent the blades, loosen your set screw here. Just back it out so your blade is loose. Then break loose that thread there, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold the blade still and thread off the emitter, and you'll see it comes right off. See, this is the connector for the Makoto blade. This is wired directly to the crystal focus. There's plenty of room, so you don't really have to worry about it. It's a simple, the LED strip actually, the way he designed it, slides in and out of the foam insert. So just be careful. You don't want to be rough with it or anything. Just all you gotta do is pop that connection loose, pull your emitter off, and then thread your emitter back on. So now when you are reattaching the blade, the harness has some writing on the negative pin. So the writing is your negative side on both the blade and the in-hilt harness. So you'll match those sides up with the writing. That's how you know which pin is which. If you do it wrong, no big deal. It won't light up. But so that's how you do that. You can just leave it hanging out. Put a blade plug in it if you wish. Just thread it back on. And now you have your display piece. Put a blade plug. It's got a nice deep 1-inch socket. Simple, no big deal. This is the other way to get to the SD card. I made this an easy spin pommel. Thanks LDM for those ideas. So when you loosen it, the insert and the C-clip are polished so that they will allow the insert to stay still while you thread off the pommel. That way you don't have to worry about the recharge port, twisting wires, or anything like that. So this comes off. You'll notice that the speaker housing has some wire pass-throughs. So when you pull this out, you're pulling out the whole entire speaker housing. Okay? And there's milled slots for the wires to pass through on the side. You'll need some needle nose pliers to get to the SD card down there. But when you do put it back in, just take up all the slack you can. Sorry, that wasn't on camera. Just take up all the slack you can, feed it down to the sides and hold it in, and then just, well, after you've taken up as much of the slack as you can from the wires so they don't rattle on anything, just press the gently press the speaker holder back down, rethread the pommel. You'll see that insert stays still. Pull your kill key and fire it up. Make sure your wires aren't rattling around on the speaker or anything. If it is, just take that back out and take up that slack and reposition the speaker. It's no big deal. You'll see it's really loud. So with no blade, it works just like a crystal focus. Just don't have any lights or anything. So your auxiliary switch is here. Press and hold. Go into the menu. Well, I just did it wrong. There we go. So we got Shatterpoint, 1 Sith Graphics 4, 1 Sith ESB Legends, Graphics 5, Lightsaber, A New Hope Legends, Fates, and then we'll be back to Shatterpoint after that. So we'll leave it on Fates for the nice Qui Gon quote.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Okay, so if we want to put our blade in, we just gently unthread the emitter. Okay, put it over our blade. Shake, 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 shake. Get that little plug out. Whoops. You can do this, it doesn't have to have the kill key on. You can do it hot. So you just match up those pins with the writing on it. Test it before you thread it on. It works. Okay. When you thread this back on, just hold the blade in place and thread the pommel, the emitter back on. It'll naturally take up the slack inside and you won't have to worry about the blade. Then just tighten your blade retention screw down and then fire away, and you have a nice dualable, durable Qui Gon with a bright string blade. And in my opinion, just when you get that on, just make sure it's nice and tight, the emitter. There you go. It's other than having an MRLE or a Vader's Vault with the deep grooves, this is the next best option. In fact, this I'll probably get chastised for saying this, but this is more accurate than the Vader's Vault in some ways. Some ways, guys, don't freak out and leave me hate mail and anything like that. In some ways, this is more accurate than the Vader's Vault. Obviously not the grooves, but in some of the dimensions, the overall length, it is more spot on. And with the included closed cap pommel, I'll send that too. to the new owner. It'll be quiet, but it'll be accurate if you want it as a display piece. So there it is. Alright, man. If you guys want a cool Qui Gon with easy to install electronics that's generally accurate shape, size, dimensions, aside from the deep grooves, One Replicas is the one. It is made super well. He did a really great job on the activation switch. It's just really one of my favorite hilts. And the only reason I'm getting rid of this one is because I have something really cool coming up, Qui Gon wise.